It is the dead of winter, and we're heading into this massive wilderness park for the next 5 days. Park staff told us we'd likely have the million-plus acres to ourselves. We've got tons to explore here in the coming days, but right now we're just hustling in to try and make a good camp before dark. Well, we're off to a good start here. Got across Nim Lake, and we're about to do 2 relatively short portages or trails into the park boundary ahead. Good sized tracks here. There's a fork in the trail, so we're scouting it out first, breaking the trail. Big moose tracks here beside this enormous white pine. One of the jewels of Quetico.
Oh.
Woo!
Nailed it.
Oh. Thought that would happen.
Jackknife.
Nice. On to the next lake. Quetico sees very little use in the winter, and park staff told us that we might have 1,000,000 acres plus to ourselves in the backcountry here. And it's feeling like that's the vibe right now. I'm liking it.
We're just starting the second trail. That's gonna take us into Batchewan Lake, which is where we're hoping to set up our camp and spend the majority of this trip, and then just day trip from there.
All right, through to Batchewan. Time to find a really nice camp. Wow. This feels so amazing and quiet. So one of the really cool thing about Quetico is that there are no snowmobiles, so no hate to snowmobiles, just it makes it so quiet. Look at this place. Wow. This is addictive, this feeling.
Yeah.
This is hard to find in winter.
Yeah.
Absolute quiet.
Not 100% sure what happened, but somehow John fell and I went to rescue him, and now I'm on the ground.
Quite a pair. Yep, that's gonna be home right there. Pretty picture perfect spot. Sun's gonna rise behind this island, set somewhere over there. Fantastic. Well, we're thrilled with this spot, but we've got lots to do before dark. Keeping dinner really simple tonight. Just freeze-dried meals with some hot thermos water. It's gonna be good. I hauled in 6.5 kilometers, so yep. Thank you.
Ready for some nutrients.
Oh yes.
Here come the ravens.
Oh, what a day. We're thrilled with our campsite, and the value of a second person or more versus solo camping in the winter can't be overstated. Cheers.
Cheers.
Start of a wonderful trip.
It's our first time back here together since 2020. Hard to believe.
14-day trip. It was amazing.
Yeah.
So we're excited.
See you later.
Cozy? Cozy?
So cozy.
Oh, there it is. Oh, that's amazing. We're cold camping tonight and hopefully the whole trip. It's supposed to be minus 17 overnight, which is quite mild for the dead of winter here. And we are happy and grateful for that it's not a bitter cold one. Because we're poached. Getting started for day 2. That was an easy night for this time of year. Minus 14 only in the end. And we've got some soup going, thawed it out in the pot, and a little side table there and some hot water. And got rolls thawing here on our hanging line. And some Tex-Mex cheese. It's Mexican tortilla soup. So that's going to be delicious. And then we're getting on our way. That's good. Is. Okay, we're heading out, thrilled with our camp. There is an island campsite there, but you're generally discouraged from using the summer sites because you use a lot of the firewood. And an island, the reason it's nice in the summer is breezy. It's not nice in the winter. It'd be freezing over there. So we are heading out to some small lakes to the east of us, see if we can get in there.
What a cool spot. This rock here looks like it's just barely hanging on. And then it kind of looks like it slid through here and then got stuck. Spooky.
Well, the vibe out here in Quetico in the winter is pretty special. And we're making a good loop here around this bay and heading for those small lakes, hopefully over there. We'll see if we can get through.
See if our gas tanks hold up. Ooh. Bigfoot.
So we got to the mouth of the stream that leads out of these small lakes. Standing on a beaver dam right here. And unfortunately it looks too brushy up ahead. I think it'd be too rough to get everything through there. Even ourselves would be tough. But we had a lovely hike around the bay, and there's some big tracks here. I'm gonna check those out.
They look very fresh.
Yeah, they are fresh. Everything got blown over yesterday, so. No, I'm guessing moose.
Yeah.
Because they're so deep.
And then that's there.
Well, relatively, yeah. The hoof drags a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hear the trickling of water under the ice here. It's not breaking. Yeah, we're pretty sure it's a cow and calf moose or two moose. And it's probably for the best that we can't get through here because we're feeling it from yesterday already, so it would have been a long day. There's quite a wind blowing over the lake and it makes it pretty nippy. Here tucked in there's a beautiful little skating rink. Aaron's grabbing some birch bark back in the woods. Got back to camp despite not getting into those small lakes. Still did a nice 5-kilometer tour. We're overdue for lunch. Aaron's gonna get the fire going and we're gonna chow down. Back in the tent, we got some black bean and hash brown and lots of onion burritos coming up. Some hot chocolate in the meantime. And basically getting a sunburn through our window.
Gotta put the blinds down. Smells like good on you.
Yeah. Well, we had a lovely day 2 here in Quetico, perfect conditions, and now we're settling in, resting up to get ready for tomorrow. We're going to do something a little different every day, and our books and some scotch. Life is good. Winter is also good. It can be. It's possible. We have the technology.
Guess I need both hands, eh?
Yeah. Cut one small dead spruce that was just plastered with sap, dried sap, and they burn like torches. Dreamy start to day 3 here in Quetico. Mist all over the lake. And we've got chili rehydrating, non-toasting on the stainless steel pan. Getting away from the non-stick, or trying. And so far, it's been flawless. Once you just learn how to use it, it seems to be no problem. I tried it years ago and gave up, but I was weak then. I'm older and wiser now.
A couple more gray hairs on your head.
Excuse me?
They're wisdom.
No, those have been there since I was 21. Maybe a couple more. Well, the ice is dripping here with the sun off the tent. Oh man. This is nice. Smoke billowing into the trees.
Million acres to ourselves.
Life's good.
That's good.
Let's eat.
Would you like another bite?
Only if you don't want it.
Have another bite.
Beautifully mild conditions here today, perfect for ice fishing. So I'll be out there on the lake looking for lunch. And Aaron,
I'm gonna be foraging in the forest, just doing some firewood prep and looking around and
see what you see. Beautiful out there. Still misty and foggy on the lake a little bit.
a nice day to explore the forest.
Yeah.
Beautiful pines.
What a day. So I don't want to waste too much time and energy traveling today, so I'm going to stick around camp there. And there's a 100-foot basin here and a pretty steep drop-off beside this island. So I'm starting out there. Betchuan has lake trout, northern pike, walleye, whitefish, and smallmouth bass. Lake trout would be my preference for lunch, but I won't get too picky. Got this little sonar ball too. Let's see what depth I'm working with. Okay, first drop. 50 feet of water, that's pretty good. Don't mind that for lake trout. They can be deeper, but they can be around this depth too. There's my lure going down. And if I'm incredibly lucky, something will shoot off the bottom. Most likely that's going to take hours.
Just a beautiful day, temperature super mild, sun shining. John's over there doing some fishing. I'm gonna head over to a birch stand we saw yesterday. We're in Quetico Park, so I won't be harvesting chaga, but I still like to find it. So, and also kind of, it's just a good excuse to go explore that part of the woods. So I'm gonna go head over there and see what I can find.
No action there in about 15 minutes, so I'm going to try and stay on the move today. It's a huge lake, so I really have to get lucky with the location. It'll help if I'm moving around. Well, I'm on the 100-foot basin now, but still no action. There goes Aaron across the lake, just doing some exploring.
Well, that didn't take too long. Just a nice little piece growing on this big birch. See if we can find any more. I'm just bopping my way around following this older set of moose tracks, and then they intersected with these ones, which look like they're probably this morning, at least in the last 24 hours. Within sight of those fresh moose tracks is this birch, and it's a chaga mine. It's got this chunk here, which is quite large. Got another nice piece here, and then there's even more as it works its way up.
On to spot number 3. I'm heading for that 160-foot basin just a bit south of camp. Sonar's marking 168 feet here, no marks whatsoever so far. So perhaps it's not that great of a lake trout fishery, and after this, if there's no luck, then I'll try shallower for a different species. Oh man, just had a bite. Got off while I was trying to turn on the camera. See if it'll come back. I wasn't even looking at the sonar. Yeah, you can see the fish there, just beneath me. Not showing up at the moment though. Oh, at least there was something.
More reporting from my moose tracking, and more evidence that A, it's a moose, and B, it was here recently. Poop. I'm pretty sure I could still smell it. That's fresh. I'm learning a lot about this moose. Looks like it spent the night here, so you can see just a huge imprint of a big animal hunkering in and relaxing a bit. That's pretty cool. I've never seen that before. Just a really clear moose imprint. It's like a snow angel, but from a moose. And then over here, we actually have some fur. I'm just wrapping up. Gonna head back to camp soon. It's been so much fun just zigzagging through this little area of forest, kind of trying to find some chaga, and then following the moose and getting to visualize a little bit more of what it gets up to in a day. So, time to zip back to camp and see what John's been up to. Hey.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I was starting to worry about you. You went for a good stroll, eh?
Had some fun.
Yeah. Anything cool?
Yeah.
Lots of chaga?
Yeah, some good pieces, and then I was following fresh moose, found where it spent the night.
Oh yeah? You found where the moose bedded?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, how about you?
I had one bite, but it was pretty small and I lost it when I was turning on the camera.
Shucks.
Yeah, it could have been a little smallmouth bass for all I know, so I'm not too heartbroken.
Yeah.
On to hole number 4, 64 feet. Came into shore for hole number 5, 9 feet of water. No action though, sun's getting low. Well, that's almost it for my day. Nothing to show for it, but I got to sit out in the sun in the end of January and not be freezing cold, so not a bad day. And I got one bite, I missed it. I tried a range of locations, depths, and lures. I'm content. A great dinner to look forward to anyway. Well, at least one of us was productive today. Erin got us a bunch more firewood. It's red pine.
Red pine.
We rarely camp in red pine woods.
Yeah.
Usually the boreal forest.
So fun to split.
Although I've been bringing back my bonking stick, which is a good burnable piece. Spinach and onion calzones on the menu tonight. Yep, got quite an appetite. So I'm reading the story of John Ray, Arctic Exploration. What do you have?
I've got Last Entry Point, Stories of Danger and Death in the Boundary Waters.
Yeah, just to the south of us.
Just to the south of us. And it's by a friend of mine, Joe Fredericks. It's great. I'm almost done. I just started.
Yeah, he puts together, well, he's part of the paddle and portage team that Erin's been writing for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Very
great
cool.
book.
Yeah.
Very fitting for this trip.
Yeah.
Hopefully not too fitting.
Well, yeah. I think we're coming out of this one alive, but yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Day 4, it's another mild one here, around -10, balmy almost. But it's supposed to be dropping all day, and tonight's gonna be our coldest night of the trip. Gotten off pretty easy though. On day 2, we did a tour of the east bay of this lake, and today we're doing a bigger tour around Batchewong on the west side. We're cutting across the lake to the west shore, and then we'll work our way down and back around. It's such a big lake, it's just fun to scan the horizons and hope that something will turn up. And this is so much more fun to me than ice fishing, sitting in one spot. In summer, with fishing, you get to fish on the move, but sitting still is a challenge when you're in a beautiful place like this. Aaron found that moose bedding yesterday, so this is just a better way to spend a day for me. The sun's busting through a little. Park staff told us there was one old property grandfathered into the park here. Beautiful little log cabin, tin roof, wood stove, and a solar panel, and a canoe over there in the snow. Talk about perfect. That's dreamy. So it's such a perfect day for doing this. We've decided to try to extend our hike. We're going to try and come down through here and around back on this trail. But there's supposed to be some flow here, and hopefully this portage is actually in good shape. Imagine it is. Be about 12 kilometers if we do it all. First tracks of the day.
Big hairprint.
Clearly snowshoe hair.
Oh, you went to the back.
A big pause, turned around here. Noped out.
Here,
Then
one under.
something else here. Yeah. Looks like it burrowed in there.
I'm advancing my downhill career.
There's where we just came across from. Onward.
Onward.
Nice otter slide here. Sliding along on its belly over flat terrain. It's amazing how well they slide. Continues out there. So we're coming out of the main lake into the narrows. Hopefully the ice is good. If we stick to the shoreline right on the edge, should be fine. Grouse hole here. They plunge into the snow to stay warm overnight. Quite often poop, and then their little chicken feet walk away.
Tracks all over here. Looks like quite the crossing.
Wow. Something else here. This could be mink. Kind of like the otter, but a bit smaller, and still some belly slides.
Interesting to see how it zigzags compared to the otter too.
Yeah. Wow, so much life. What an intersection. What do we have here?
Fresh moose tracks.
Fresh moose tracks. All these look very fresh.
Two, possibly, by the way they intersect here.
Huh.
Wow.
We are like kids in a candy store right now. This is so fun. And look at these rocks topped with snow. Wonderland. Yep, there's a hole for the otter. Steer clear of that. Lots of thin ice here. And a beaver lodge ahead. Just a wildlife highway here.
This little narrows has been absolutely captivating. There's so many different tracks. Beaver lodge here. It's hard to leave.
Coming up to the next narrows, and this is pretty cool. Looks like an owl. There's something with a pretty big wingspan. Snatched something up here. I don't know, what are these? Are they little bits of flesh? Can't tell what that is. Huh. Pretty interesting. And that reminds me, I was startled awake last night by an owl right above our tent. Just let out a big woo! more snowshoe hair.
Mittens.
Yeah. These are pretty big. Love these little tracks of like a mouse or a shrew or something, but then
Oh no! An avalanche! I got squished! Oh my! Looks like he got away.
coming through the third narrows now. Wow, this is something else. Here's our trail. Almost, well, we did walk past it at first. Well, that went well. Aaron's resupplying our birch bark, and we're back to the main body of Bachuang. This is cool. In the middle of the lake, there's a big pressure ridge. The ice is squeezing like tectonic plates, forcing the ice up. Home is in sight. Following the ridge, and then we cut across. Thirsty?
Yeah. Nope.
You want to throw it?
Yeah, sure. More twice. Oh.
I could just see you breaking your tooth.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
Saved your life.
We're back. Time to kick our feet up and get the fire going. Home sweet home. Come on in.
Hello.
Wonderful day out there. Tuckered us out pretty good. Got a couple of chai teas waiting for us here, steeping. And that feels pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good tea. So we've got a little dessert. Actually, can I just hold it and show it to the camera
Someone
first?
had the foresight to bring apple crisp for our meal, and it was me.
Dessert. Courtesy of Erin. She picked this for one of her meals from our freeze-dried collection, but
Who's silly now?
it's just dessert. We had mac and cheese for dinner. Go ahead,
Makes sense.
since it is your meal. We both love apple crisp. That was it.
Wonderful. Nice dessert to top off a wonderful trip.
It's getting cold out there. Clear night. This is winter magic. pretty fresh out here for day 5. It was minus 28 when I got up. It was around 11 or so. So yeah, that's a chilly one. Beautiful, clear, starry night though. Getting packed up in here. We got a good haul out, and the snowstorm's coming this afternoon. We want to try and beat it as much as we can for our drive. Well, we just blasted out the haul to Nim Lake, and what a wonderful trip. A little bit of extreme cold this morning, but overall beautiful conditions. Pretty easy with the shallow snow. The tracks yesterday at the Narrows and all over the place.
It was amazing. I said it last time, but I think I mean it this time. Favorite winter trip.
Yeah, yeah, and just a gateway for our winter tripping in Quetico into the future, really.
Yeah.
So exciting.
It's fun to think about all the possibilities.
Yeah.
I said earlier that being in Quetico in winter kind of reminds me of seeing your teacher outside of school, where like, you know it exists, but it's weird because I grew up coming here in the summer, and it's my first time here in the winter, and I'll be back.
Yeah, it's a beautiful time to be here. The sunrises and the sunsets are just beautiful in winter. There's a white canvas to lay it all out on.
Mm-hmm. And then the solitude.
Yeah, solitude
Quiet.
and silence. Yeah, wonderful. All right, let's get some showers and
Let's get
clean
home.
clothes.
On my way, Egg.